Hello YouTube VOD watchers, hope you're doing well. It's been a while. The support queues are what they are. It's a popular role. Hey, how's it going?
You're broken. May I? You cannot escape me. Double. 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 Mind your surroundings. Surrender to my will. Double. A meager sacrifice. Oh, your might will not stop me. Double. Pain is inevitable. Give yourself to me. You're like the moon.
Yo, yo.
Big stanger lash. Reforming you. Double. You must rule upon. You cannot escape me. Double. Such grievous wounds. Double remains. That should be. Double kill. Preparing your cellular makeup. Double kill. Your resilience is lacking. Misery made not double.
I might give this build a go.
Sure niche. Double. You cannot discover me. On in front. Triple kill. Music.
It is kind of cool.
Lending a hand. Big stanger knife. Double. Oh my God.
Just like the burst from that double orb chain grasp combo is nuts.
Double. Mind yours.
Yeah, it costs this much. So the principle behind this build is that you've got these two. So, and then Deconstruction as well is going to add even more damage. And we've built ability power, attack speed. So already with this max build, our ultimate, for example, have we got super flexor? Wow, we've got super flexor as well. Do you realize how much we've actually got here? So super flexor when you deal weapon damage or healing, is going to get 5% ability power 5 times. So we've got 25% added onto this. So we've basically got 95 AP with 45% attack speed. So that's 135% AP for like your ultimate. Which means this hurts.
Surrender to my will.
And we didn't prime deconstruction. So add another 20%. So if we prime deconstruction with it, so basically we keep doing this. Oh, we've actually got it now, so I'll do it again. So it's like, okay, prime deconstruction, damage orb, and that. The ult's just gonna, I mean, we'll never find targets quick enough. The amount of burst that we've got is just crazy. But yeah, the whole build revolves around those 3 powers. Heal the team. When we see a damage orb, we fire our own, and then we walk forward and use Chain Grasp as well. And that's Chain Grasp with a 3-tap Tommy gun on the first target that we hit. Just the amount of burst is crazy. And we're also doing healing. Because we can sit behind like a tank or someone. It's just like, okay, that's 1 orb. We're still just healing. Second orb, I mean, it went over there, but then we fire, walk forward, attack for 3 seconds, get back, and start healing again. Now the healing's not particularly weak, not particularly strong, but like our weapon healing, but it's still giving our team healing, and we've got attack speed as well, so we can get a fair amount out. I mean, yeah, it's not going to make much of a difference. I mean, look, this is just one of the optimal overflow orbs at this stage. Look at the damage on the bots. That's one of them.
You're broken. May I? Mind your surroundings.
Wait, I don't think that one even had deconstruction.
My power emanates. Eyes open now.
It's like if you're against a tank that hasn't got like a way to block those orbs coming in, that's just gonna be nuts. Are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure that it enhances all damage. Deal 20% increased damage.
Pain is inevitable.
We can test. These will be 2 full health bots. So this is without deconstruction. We'll stand in the same place.
Misery made manifest.
Haven't moved the crosshair. So that's how much we did. I mean, okay. They've basically got 3.5 after the bounce. Let's just kill them then. This orb should bounce back and hit them again because we haven't moved. Same conditions. Ah, that's annoying. Because that's an Okay, in order to do this, I'm going to have to heal orb, first. So let me just kill these. Right, I'll heal orb. So that way the optimal overflow orb's just gonna... Never mind. Never mind. Fine.
Who's ready for stadium?
I'm against Frogger and Aspen.
Ready to start the push.
This should be fun.
You don't want to die on Moira's watch.
Hi, Mr. Arx. Is your name pronounced Arx or ARX? Up to you. As long as it's an X and not a K.
We're almost ready to get this
But I would say
game
Arx.
Now this is going to be a match.
Stale Sugar Donut. Thank you very much for the sub.
Welcome to the army.
Appreciate it.
Time for the teams to gear up.
Probably just gonna go like Max Chain Grasp or something here. Orisa, Reaper, got Lucio. Like the Chain Grasp is gonna be good. We may have to go debuff orbs later, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not gonna use these because I have always built through this, so.
Time to power up. Powers are impactful modifiers that define a build.
The question is the last one.
Choose carefully.
So we've got a Rhine. We've got an Anna.
The first round can't get here quick enough.
I think I'm gonna go for gonna get electrolytes.
Only 20 seconds left until we kick this round off. The armory is about to close.
Right, first game of the day. Bit tired, but let's see how this goes. Against good opposition. Frogger and Aspen. I don't know the rest.
The objective goes live in 10.
Chain Grasp just hurt them quite a lot there. But our Ryan's in a bit of trouble. Let's heal off this and see if we can Chain Grasp the rest. Okay. Got good damage, but we also put out good healing on our Ryan.
My power emanates.
Okay. Support's down. That should be Cassidy down as well with a Chain Grasp. Yeah, there we go. Ah, no. No Chain Grasp target.
They're almost at the finish line.
Nanoboost administered. Surrender to my will.
Don't think I get Anna out here, but... Oh, I woke up. I just... One little right click, I just woke him. Sorry, Anna. Okay.
Enemy on the move. Stop them.
Enemy team's turn to push.
To start anew.
Okay, nice.
Here's our score.
We're pretty rich.
1-0. Some intense competition this round. Coming up, time to face off in control. The teams are gearing up. Every choice is crucial.
Hey, how's it going? It's so nice when you can afford 3 of the blues here.
It's a fierce competition. Who will cave to the pressure and who will come out on top?
Okay, Orissa's not on Fortify build. Reaper is on weapon power. We've got to watch out for Reaper later. Cassidy, roll 1. Is it AP Lucio or is it going to be weapon? And weapon, okay. So we can add a tanky item. No, chain grasp gets you pretty damn rich.
Three, two, one. Capture the objective.
Okay, I don't think they're going to realize how much damage we can put out right now. Okay. Like, this is a chain grasp power spike right here. When we've got these items, it's kind of nuts.
A cure for all the tales.
Juno is out of this world.
Oh, I was so close to getting the chain over onto Juno. Didn't get the fade back in time.
Locking satellite vector.
Start anew.
Tactical visor activated.
Nanoboost administered.
Freeze! Don't move.
With a punch. Surrender to my will.
Lucio with a massive hit.
Amazing.
Okay.
The score is 2-0.
We didn't MVP it this time.
Let's have a look at our MVPs.
This is one of the things about playing like a DPS Moira. Your second support, if they heal, they get so rich.
It's time for the teams to consult their
It's an
playbooks.
awkward amount of cash, but we sell one of these anyway. So if we were to say sell this, we can just straight up get Phantasmic Flux. If I could get... ooh, Weapon Jam is tempting though. Because that's giving me a bunch of armor. I may go for Weapon Jammer here over Phantasmic Flux. But then it depends on what power we want.
It's a fierce competition. Who will cave to
I'm
the
going to need
pressure?
Phantasm
Who will come out on top?
as the power, because we may need to transition into orbs. Like if their healers start scaling. Weapon Jam is so good here.
The teams have 20 seconds left to prepare for the round.
25 extra armor plus, yeah, that's good. Lucio's got some attack speed, so we'll negate some of that.
The armory is closing shortly.
Stand behind me, mortals.
More attack speed as well.
3,
If they heal. True. Oh, I didn't drop in time.
Pushing ahead now.
If they're going that way, I'm moving around this way. Ooh.
Don't fret. I see you. My ultimate storm objective.
Misery made manifest.
Chain grasp was too late here.
The Iron Horn watches over you.
Worked that time.
Pushing ahead.
Just a few more meters to win.
Surrender to my will.
Fucking satellite vector!
Tactical visor activated.
Okay, nice.
Mere moments will reign triumphant.
Chain grasp goes kind of nuts.
Play of the game.
Did you hear that ring? No? What? Yeah, actually I was in Frogger's stream before I started streaming. Like I queued up, but I don't start the stream right away because the queues are normally like 10 to 20 minutes. So I sit and watch a stream for a little while. Right, okay. We should have time to test that. Hopefully this time. So yeah, this time we just won't get optimal overflow. So if I just only got deconstruction. Are you from the UK? Yep, from the UK. Right, okay. So we'll stand in one position. We won't move the crosshair.
A taste of poison.
Oh, that's annoying. It's not going to kill them. Right, so they have 4 left. Right, just under 4. Just under 4 bars of health. So, and that includes with the bounce back. Deconstruction's active. Ah, you know what? It's the same. Maybe it doesn't work with orb. That's interesting. Because when I tested this before, it did. It was a flat 20% damage increase for everything. So let's add this. That changes a lot of the builds.
Double. Mind your surroundings.
Ah, why did it damage them again? Yeah, that. I mean, I'm basically losing that item now.
And a time to
So crosshair, same place.
misery made manifest.
With the bounce back. So 3 and a little bit.
Big stanger lap. Double. It's settled.
Oh, it's going to hit him again, isn't it? I'm going to have to... I can't move because I wanted to do a fair test. Go and kill them. No. I mean, it should be roughly the same.
Power emanates. Your end is within my reach.
Okay, that orb didn't... So that didn't get another bounce.
Give yourself to me. Double kill. Pain is inevitable.
Okay, neither did that. Okay, yeah, so that, yeah, so hang on. Did we just hit the capacity of the orb? No, because on the first one it did a bounce. No, it doesn't seem to tick faster because that was without deconstruction. Whereas with deconstruction, I guess we'll do the same thing. As in, we won't get a bounce. I mean, yeah, okay, look, we can test this out in a better way. We'll test out with actual stats on the screen. Hey Ux, is attack speed better than weapon power for Moira? I think so, yes. So they both do the same damage. I'll do this deconstruction one, then I'll demonstrate that if we've got time. We should do, because we're only 4 minutes into a queue. Right, so power deconstruction. Wait, did I even buy that? Yeah, okay. Information. Damage heal number, show DPS dealt. And then create a punching bag. Here we go. So one flyby here. We can look at the damage top right. You know what? I'm going to buy an item just in case. And let's fire it so it doesn't get a bounce back. So let's fire it from here.
Misery made manifest.
Highest I saw was 77 point something. Highest I saw there was 93 point something. Let's try again.
Pain is inevitable.
77.76. And with deconstruction... I attacked first. It's not really that fair. 93.31. So without...
A taste of poison.
77.76. With 93.31. Now let's try it without an item. Without.
Your end is within my reach.
Wait, was that 57 point something? We'll see if we get a drastically different, but I saw 57 point something. There could have been a 58. 70. There was definitely not a 70 first time. So yeah, that is doing it.
Misery made manifest.
That is a buff in the amount of DPS. Right. So attack speed versus weapon power. So this is 15% weapon power. If I attack the Moira here,
Let go.
86.11. If I now get 15% attack speed with nothing else, so this, ignore this, the grasp doesn't matter. 86.11, it's the same. However, if I use coalescence with the attack speed,
Surrender to my will.
112.61. But if I use it with weapon power,
Surrender to my will.
97.92. Attack speed affects Moira's ultimate. Weapon power does not. Now, there's a bit more to it. The healing works out the same. As in, this heal is the same with attack speed and weapon power. However, the heal over time is stronger with weapon power. So as soon as I stop healing and they get like the heal over time for 3 seconds, weapon power heals for more than attack speed. Now, the other thing, attack speed doesn't affect orbs. I'll show you that now. So if I've got attack speed, here we go. I've got 20% attack speed.
You cannot escape me.
I saw 58 point something. I'll sell the attack speed. I saw 58 point something. Attack speed doesn't affect orbs. Now, the other thing about weapon power is ignoring weapon lifesteal. Attack speed increases Moira's base lifesteal. Now, we can't show that here, but Moira will get more life back with attack speed than with weapon power. But when it comes to weapon lifesteal, they're the same. Weapon power will give the same amount of lifesteal back. So you get an advantage there. The other slight downside with attack speed is that you are going to consume your resources faster. So you'll go through all of these quicker if you've got attack speed than if you've got weapon power. Obviously, weapon power is going to be the same, and attack speed is going to be faster to burn them. Now, that does mean that if you did pick optimal overflow, you're going to get more orbs with attack speed. So yeah, in my opinion, attack speed is better than weapon power. However, if you've got precarious potency, weapon power is going to be stronger than attack speed because you're relying on this heal over time. So you can pick both. The other thing is the items. So some of these weapon power items give awesome effects. You've got this, right? Deal 10% damage to... You can't get an attack speed item that does the same. Weapon Jammer is going to remove some of their attack speed. You've got cooldown reduction with weapon power. You even got Super Flexor that gives ability power. A lot of the weapon power items are pretty crazy. You've also got Ignores Armor. You don't get that with attack speed. You've also got critical hit to reduce healing. Obviously for that you need to have this, otherwise it doesn't work. So there's a ton of stuff which weapon power is really, really good for. And you put out crazy high numbers. But in general, if I've got the choice between having the same effect or stats with attack speed or weapon power, I'll go attack speed every single time. But yeah, if you see me building weapon power, then yeah. Is Aerial Distressor useful for Moira? It depends on who you're playing against. Like, it wasn't good against Juno because it's damage over time, but yeah, it is useful. It doesn't work exactly how it says it does. Like, it's a bit weird. It just kind of gives a flat 25% damage, like, on airborne targets. Yeah, it is, I guess, yeah, over 3 seconds, but it's, yeah. It is good, but the problem that we had before was when you played Juno. When you played against Juno, it was kind of pointless because Juno would just rock. When she's got this, like, who cares about overtime damage when you're just restoring this? Oh, by the way, the nerf to Juno Blizzard did a really good job with it. A really good job. Because of the amount that they did. Right, it's so good. So Juno's still really strong doing that build. You just don't get the flight, right? So here we go. So when like you've got these items, we can prime one, right? So we can still, oh, not missiles. What am I doing? You can still put out huge bursts. And that's, we still haven't got the other power as well, right? So this is still awesome in terms of like just putting out damage. But watch the overhealth stacks, right? I'm gonna save up, excuse me. I'm gonna save up these stacks and watch the overhealth, right? When I use an ability, I get 25 overhealth. If I use, okay, so I've saved up the stacks. Now if I use one, and then I use another, and then I use another, and then I use another, you can get up to 4 stacks. And see, I keep those 4 stacks. But now, I just ran out. I ran out of charges. And so I can't keep the 4 stacks anymore. Before this patch, Juno could keep the 4 stacks. Like, keep the 4 stacks indefinitely. So now, in order to, like... Hey, Frog, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. So right now, I've got all of the stacks. And it's like... Yeah, we could keep it for a little while, but then we lose it.
Enter the stadium. First up, put those hands together. It's time for push. Look at that game face.
Now, you know, if they've got Zaya, I'm probably leaving. Here's everyone on the team waiting to see the Zaya that's inevitably going to load up in a second. I'm gonna predict D.Va. I'm gonna predict D.Va here. Aha, I'm so good. Yeah, so we can't go the AP attack speed against D.Va. We have to just go Chain Grasp again. So it's pretty simple. Look, my starting items, how I decide on them, is this is 100%, right? Armored Vest. This is not always 100%, but I'd say it's like 90%. And then the last item, okay, let's look at their team. Cassidy tends to deal a lot of damage to me. D.Va tends to deal a lot of damage to me. Reaper tends to deal a lot of damage to me. So I want additional survival. If we had something like Mei, Rhine, I might go for weapon power. Right, Moira also will deal quite a lot of damage, and they're amplified as well. So I want a survival item. So I've got 2 options. I've got charge plating, or I can go for electrolytes. Is it a long map? This one? Yes, this is a long map. So I'm going to go for charge plating because I'm going to get an extra 25 armor and some AP out of it. Also, I'm going to be respawning less, probably. Hey, catch you later, Grim. Thanks for coming to hang out.
The armory's closing. The teams need to lock in their choices.
Yeah, I know there was an issue on console with importing the builds. I assume that's on console. Oh, no way. If they're going... Okay. Oh, no mercy. That's just not going to work, is it?
Injuries are fascinating.
Use still cooldowns, but the orb got a nice bounce back. She'll get fade in time.
Moving up barricade. Keep the
Chain grasp, kill him. I haven't got the health here. But he's not looking at me, so we're okay.
For the parched. Eyes open now. Gale, the Mahal, surrender to my will. You're built to push, but so do you.
No, Cassidy, no.
Lost possession of the robot.
Okay. Enemy Moira is rich. Her cross orb is probably the prime like money maker. I want to go up this time. Got a good chunk of chain grasp, but D.Va should push us here and we fade. They were hitting Cassian Mercy.
Get them off the bus, and we win this.
Okay, at least we got one there. They have to get it past the checkpoint, so we've got time for spawns.
Helden sterben nicht.
Great minds are always persecuted.
You nearly have the lead. A worrying development.
You only ask for surrender to my will. Cannot escape me. Taste of poison.
Okay.
That's a round one.
Nice cleanup.
Here's our score. Taking the road. 1-0. I can hardly believe my optics when I see stats like these. Up next, the teams are going head to head in control. Now's the time for our teams to work out their strategies.
This is really good against D.Va. And I like attacking the D.Va in a chain grasp build.
Fierce competition. Who will
Interesting.
cave to the pressure and who will come out on top?
The money works out so well for us. Because we can get 4 blues in round 1 and retain Armored Vest.
The
That's
teams
like
have 20 seconds
insanely
left to
strong.
prepare for the round.
So yeah, round 2, it's a case of how many of these blues can you get? And a Shield Buster, Advanced Antibiotics, Wrist Wraps, and Aftermarket Firing Pin. Extended Chain Grasp, I don't think it's worth the money. It gives you like from here to here more range. And for 11k, and I mean it gives okay weapon power, but I don't think it's good.
Time to capture the objective.
Chain Grasp popped Diva's mech there. I'm gonna fade back because I don't know where the Cassidy was. I knew he was close to me. I got a little bit of the Chain Grasp. I might have another orb here. Oh no, block the fade, I'm dead. I'm dead, I'm dead.
It's hand.
That's gonna sting!
Time again to try again.
I reckon Blizzard might make Chain Grasp go to 2 targets instead of 3. Like with the nerfs to the supports. Diva is not expecting that amount of damage. That is, okay, yeah.
Repairing your cellular makeup. My condition.
Yeah, we kill one with Chain Grasp behind Cassidy.
Helden sterben nicht.
Hunting them down.
Surrender to my will.
A taste of
Might kill the Reaper here. Never mind. Okay, nice.
Here's our score. 2-0.
It's just a massive, like, power spike, and enemy Moira can earn more with cross-orbal ability power.
Coming up next.
But we get rounds on the board. Also, we don't get a chance to go cross-orbal against Diva.
Is crucial.
So now, do I think, is Diva going missile build? No, going for the... This is really frustrating to play against with fade timing. But we have to remember that the bomb's going to go early. Cassidy's playing weird. Good build from the enemy Moira. Got 3 blues. Didn't rush a big item, so they know what they're doing. Enemy healing's going to start to get crazy.
It's a fierce competition. Who will cave to the pressure
What's
and
Reaper
who will
going?
come out on top?
Weapon power, so Phantasmic Flux would be a great option. Although he has a lot of attack speed, so Weapon Jammer's still good. I'm going to go Weapon Jammer. I'm going to risk it this round. We're not going to get anything else here.
Until we kick this round off.
And then it's a case of what do we want to go here? Like, this is an option, but this is also an option. I think I'm going to go Ethereal, but Precarious Potency is good because we're going to start getting a lot of weapon power in the next, like, round and onwards. Maybe it's better round 5, actually. Because we don't do much healing, but these little quick bursts, it will get us richer. This is the thing. Ethereal's not really going to get us much richer.
if it must be.
What's that Reaper doing?
Moving the barricade.
Oh, Chain Grasp. It's got to wreck faces here. What are they saying?
Your end is within my reach. That will be all.
Ah, should have faded.
It's hand.
minds are always persecuted.
For some reason in my head I thought I had Phantasmic Flux here.
Impede the enemy barricade.
Chain grasp hurting. Ow. Oh, the bomb, early detonation. Oh, they're all so low.
Evolution is a painful path to walk.
Okay. Nice shooting. We did lose the lead as well. Oh, so did they get it to the checkpoint earlier? Our enemy team's got this round, I think. You know, I'd need something heroic here.
Only 10 seconds left.
Hunting them down.
Surrender
Oh.
to my will.
Don't C9 the bot, please, guys. We got a chance. We got a chance. Would have been nice if Mercy res the Diva there, I think, because that's going to be their touch. Oh.
Let us proceed.
Okay. No Mercy rule. Enemy team's close in cash.
Some intense competition this round.
We can avoid Phantasmic Flux again here. And we can just straight up get Eye of the Spider.
For clash. What tactics will the teams come up with this
But
round?
that's going to make us squishy. Like, really squishy. It's actually going to be better off if we get rid of wrist wraps. Okay, so instead of Eye of the Spider, if we pick up Phantasmic Flux, we can also pick up one of these. So if we just want to really make Diva's life hell, since they do it to us, right? Because we can't use orbs. Then we'd be going for this. If we want to target Mercy more, which I don't think I do, go for that. Volskaya, if they've got a lot more health than us. Diva does. We'd get a little bit against Mercy, but it's not particularly great right now. And yeah, we're not getting that. So I'm going to go with Codebreaker.
The armory is closing shortly.
We get some armor from Weapon Jammer, or should I say the more important part is increased max health.
They'll take the match.
And then Phantasmic Flux is going to give us more survival with Lifesteal that synergizes with Ethereal Excision, and also we get the overhealth from it. So right now we are going to hurt. Enemy Moira's gone Chain Grasp as well, but they haven't got a weapon power build. That's fine. And that's why it just crushes. You're going to be surprised about my damage output against your armor.
Surrender to my will.
The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
Scale the Mahal.
Okay, we got the Cassidy with Chain Grasp.
Surrender to my
It's
Sterben nicht.
Reach for the stars.
cynics before. You really asked for my help. You cannot escape me.
We must fall back. They lost that point. They're falling back to objective B.
So our ult feels pretty useless.
Scale the Mahal. Surrender to my will.
I want to stagger her. Never mind.
Yeah, for Bill.
Big Stanger Lap.
Hunting them down. Nerf this.
Get out of here, or is it just
Okay.
Within my reach.
We've got a replay to watch.
Helping you up. Heroes never die.
Yeah. I have a feeling that Blizzard may end up making some changes with regards to Chain Grasp. I'm trying to figure out, like, if they need to. Because let's say, like, I'm one of the peak Moiras. Right, I'm not saying, you know, oh, I'm the best. I'll put that in YouTube titles, right? But just one of the top tier Moiras. And we're playing against often players who are lower rank. Now, if I played a normal game of competitive in diamond lobbies, then I have ridiculous amounts of grasp damage. Like I'm killing players left, right, and it's like, oh, Moira's busted. So it's understandable that if I go that kind of build in Stadium and I'm against Diamond Masters players here, it's probably going to be the same effect. So it's like, well, I'd have to find out what these Chain Grasp builds are like if I was against full GM lobbies to really, like, determine the balance. Now, when it came to, like, the Juno or Kiriko clone build, that's where you go, okay, we're putting out, you know, we're a GM top 500 player. We're playing against Diamond Junos who are dominating the lobby with it. Maybe that build is too strong. Same with the Kiriko clone. But then it's really hard for us to judge if Moira's too strong right here. Like, she may very well be, but I haven't seen any, like, other Moiras just hold the lobby hostage, like, using Chain Grasp builds. And I've played against them because I do play some games with, like, DPS and stuff, and they've just been okay. Am I just, like, really good with this build, or is Chain Grasp just busted? When I say busted, I mean strong. Like, is it too strong? The other thing, like the Juno and Kiriko builds, there wasn't any counterplay to it. With the build that I've gone with Moira here, I'm on the ground. Every single player can basically attack me, so you can get hunted by Reinhardts, Reapers, Mays. They can attack you. When you had Kiriko clone, it was like half of the heroes can't attack you because they'll never get to you in the amount of time it takes for you to just Suzu and then clone out to a different location. And you teleport behind them. Juno, flying in the sky, you couldn't a Reaper and a Mei couldn't do anything against them. And then the problem with the build was that hit scan couldn't do anything because the hero is moving around like crazy and getting 4 stacks of ironclad exhaust ports, like the overhealth. So those builds in my mind were just busted, needed fixing. Credit to Blizzard, they fixed them actually in pretty interesting ways. But once those builds start to get nerfed, now we go back to, okay, what about Mercy? What about Moira? What about Lucio? So you go, okay, Mercy is just really, really strong, but does she need to be? Maybe for the health of Stadium, Mercy needs to be as strong as she is. Fine. Lucio at round 7 is basically auto win. If they build AP Lucio, it's so tricky for any team composition to beat that. But Lucio has a weakness, and that's the early game. So your team can, get some rounds in early on. Lucio has to get some money early on, because if Lucio doesn't get rich early, the AP build just comes in too late. That seems pretty balanced to me. You've got a hero that's clearly really strong in the late game, but has early game weaknesses. Moira, not sure. Moira's good, Moira is good from round 1 to round 7, but that's because of flexibility. Like, I've played games with Chain Grasp where I've just fell off by round 5. I just don't do anything to the enemy team. But the way that we build, we can just completely abandon the Chain Grasp build because her powers aren't that important. To make the Chain Grasp build work, you only need Chain Grasp. You don't need anything else. You could go round 1 to 7, just maxing your weapon power or whatever, right? And this is enough. Which means the rest of your powers, and I do this a lot, if you go this and this, you're kind of screwed. You're committed to the Chain Grasp build. It's really hard to now transition to an orb build. But if I went this and this, I would transition to kind of like a heal related build. And then with this, you could also then transition to a tank build. So we can start off with max attack speed, weapon power. We can then, with all of the big weapon power items that we get coming into the later rounds, we can get huge weapon healing on our team. And then later on, we can just, when we can afford all of the survivability items, like this combo, Phantasmic Flux, Vanadium, and whatever the hell else you need. When we can afford all of these, we could then just go into overhealth tank. Not many heroes have this level of flexibility where you can completely U-turn on all of your items, because Chain Grasp is still useful in a tank overhealth Moira build because you need some damage. Precarious Potency, with this build, Chain Grasp is still useful because you're applying heal over times. The alternative is you go Chain Grasp, now you get something you can buy multi-ball. What you've just got here is a synergy between a weapon power item and an ability power item. The synergy is AoE damage. They're both doing it. Now, multi-ball sucks, but already that means in round 3, we could have debuff orbs. I mean, affording it's a problem, but let's say round 4. Round 4, we could go into debuff orbs, and when we're firing out these orbs, we can also deal AoE base weapon damage. It's pretty damn strong. We can go Chain Grasp into Phantasm. This, you're against a Junker Queen or something like that, or a Genji. Genji dives on you. It's just we're attacking. The second he dashes, we fade. I mean, it'd be a damage orb. The damage orb starts hitting him. We hit the Genji. Anyone who's close to the Genji gets hit by the Chain Grasp. We get nice synergy, and then because we've got Phantasm, we can then get debuff orbs, or we could get cross orbal instead and just go for AP orbs, which also have this. With this, so say we went this and this, we can now go ability power attack speed, because they'll work. I mean, you can straight up just get items like this. You can get 3-tap Tommy gun. You can get wrist wraps. Now we're dealing okay with orbs. You could get smart orbs with it if you wanted to. You could get extendrils, which would probably be even better. And now suddenly we've got orbs that actually hurt.
Cannot escape me.
Orbs that heal with cross orbal, and we have the chain grasp. So it's the fact that yeah, Moira can do all of that. Is there a reason you don't take the overhealth health pack perk anymore? Not really. I just found that there were quite a few maps that I didn't use it at all. Like some maps I do use it and it's awesome. The time that I will take this is if I'm going for early scientific death odd, not round 1, that's crazy, or void hoppers, because these are to do with your max life. So this gives me 25 health. You could go, this gives me 25 health. It's already going to give like more of a shield or give more overhealth. So it's like 275, 317. If I sold these, oh really? I need to take damage. So we had 317 with those.
I'm under attack.
And we have 260 without. So if you see the amount of overhealth that we've got there, I mean, from 260 to 225. So what? We got 35. We got 35 overhealth with that, like as a base. If we added this, we now get whatever the hell that is. Yeah, it's like health adds a lot, and so there's a lot of these green items. If you want to go for like a really early scientific death odd, then you've got like these ones here. They can give you a lot of health per fade for very, very cheap. Oh, we can't take the health pack to get our health back. So if I like just grasp these. So with just these 3 greens, we have 302 base health. 1 fade through, 48. So we're gaining 46 health on a fade through an enemy. That's kind of crazy that you fade through 2. And you're basically getting 100 extra health in that fight. Hey, how's it going? You fade through 2 enemies, you're getting maximum phantasmic flux over health. For the cost of 4,500. And in terms of the shield that you give your enemy, you give your teammates, it's hard to see on those ones. Better to do it on these.
Such grievous wounds.
So that was like what, 60 or something? Is group fade good? Void hoppers is really good, but it's when to buy it. So this is an excellent last round item. Electrolytes is good. It's really good. Also, if you get rezzed, you also get it. Right. Here's the thing about void hoppers and stuff. This is why it's a good item last round. I'm going to buy items that don't give me any health. But look at my health. This has no bonus health. Didn't move because the first 3,500 doesn't count. But watch. This item doesn't give me health, and yet look at my health. We gained health. This item doesn't give me health. We gained health. This item doesn't give me health. We gained health. The more money you have, the more your max health increases. So that means that by the time you get to like round 7, we've already gone from 225 to 313 base health. So when you have void hoppers that gives overhealth equal to 20% of your max life, even if you've gone a glass cannon build with no additional sustain, no additional max life, you're still giving your teammates, again, it's hard to see on those ones. Let's turn these bots down so that we can really look at
Eyes
this.
open now.
So I mean that's going on to like 60 just through base, whereas at the start of a round, like round 1, we're dealing like 40 something. But if you're also adding health builds, this is crazy. What are you looking at? You're looking at Stadium. Basically, with Stadium, we play a maximum of 7 rounds. First team to 4 rounds wins. You get a power that you can pick from this slot in round 1, in round 3, in round 5, and round 7. They can do all sorts of crazy stuff, like, for example, Cross Orbal. Biotic Orb launches an orb of the other type with reduced capacity. So we can fire a heal orb and a damage orb comes out as well. Or we can fire a damage orb and a heal orb comes out as well. Which also, we can control that as well, so we could... Well, if you spin quick enough, you can control the direction of both, because it comes out 1 and then 2. And so if I was to say fire orb, I can make the damage orb go a different direction. Which is huge amounts of skill expression with that. We have other powers, you know, fire orbs when we heal, fade through enemies, get over health, move faster, get headshots, like, well, not headshot damage, but effects and stuff. Make our ultimate so we can use left click or right click. And then we've got to decide if we get money and we can buy items which cost money. So for example, this one could extend the range of our secondary fire. This one, when we fade, it refills our energy. This one, when we apply critical hits, which Moira can't do unless she's got this, then it would reduce the enemy healing like a DPS passive. And yeah, that's kind of Stadium. And so there's a lot of depth to the game where we can say, well, what build are we going to go for? And I have created a whole list of builds, which there's import codes. I've got a video on the YouTube. It's on my Twitter, TikTok, and I mean, I might have put it in Discord, I don't know. You can import them into your game. There's also example builds given from Blizzard, which are not that good, but they work. I mean, you're still buying stuff. No, I don't know if it stacks with the DPS passive, but it doesn't stack with other anti-heal. I think they all apply the same thing. So yeah, I mean, the most iconic like thing with Moira here would be if we went for something like this. I mean, we can, it doesn't matter what I buy here, but you just, if you want to explain what Stadium is to somebody, just do this.
Misery made manifest. Double, triple, will not be denied. Such greed.
We've got a ton of orbs here, we've got more orbs there, we're firing more orbs here. AoE damage, our orbs go slower, they've got a bigger range. We're attacking whoever we want, doing whatever we want. We can also add, like, reduces healing, slows enemies. So now you've got players with purple feet who move really, really slow whenever an orb hits them. Yeah, and this is Moira. Now imagine what some of the other heroes are like. That's Stadium in a nutshell. Yeah, Flying Rhine. Kiriko clone. Yeah, true, like, Moira's actually pretty dull. Like, you compare to Kiriko, who can now swift step in any direction, and then can put out a clone of herself who falls off the map. Like, insane. What should I say? It does this, put out a clone, and that clone's going to go and do damage to players. Or heal.
Nice. I'm here.
With an aimbot, I might add. Still does 100% healing. I think that's fine. I think the damage... I actually think they should have probably kept it to just the duration of the clone, but I guess that makes it like not as fun. They could have maybe gone up to 3 seconds, but I don't know. Like I think what they've done with it. The other thing they could have done was make it scale on AP, but then I do wonder that would be a bit busted when you start going Mark of the Kitsune, and also it means you get more over health. But they could have made it scale quite poorly off of AP. The other thing about the clone, right, is that it's a target. They could have also made it so the clone has more health. So it's harder to kill, but the duration is less and the damage is less. I mean, I guess the other thing about going AP, regardless of how strong or weak it is, it kind of just makes weapon power Kiriko pointless. Unless, like, you're an absolute... I mean, I guess it doesn't. Because if you said, okay, look, the clone is useless with weapon power, like, you wouldn't get it. You still get this. You still get this. Like, that's bouncing to allies. Like, you could still have a crazy independent flanker, like, weapon power build that just isn't reliant on the clone. And it's also really strong heals. Like, you can still get one. So it's like weapon power wouldn't be dead. I don't think clone builds like the strongest right now. I feel like slow on her ult is insane.
Enter the stadium. First up, put those hands together. It's time for push. Look at that game face.
It is. It's a like the slow on a Kiriko ult when she picks that is absolutely wild. It felt like I couldn't move at all. It felt strong, like so much stronger than liquid nitrogen. How do you feel about the orb on spending 50 health perk? I'm not a big fan, but it is interesting. Like, there's some cool builds with it, either healer-based builds or burst damage builds. Like, it's good, but I feel like then I lose out on grasp time. And I do a lot of right-click grasping, so...
We're almost ready to get this game started.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with all-star rosters like these.
Optimal overflow is very much viable.
Time for our teams to work out their strategies.
I've really been liking chain grasp, as you can probably see. Because we're against Mercy Juno. Just getting a chain to them and not having to look up in the sky at them all the time is so strong. Also, when they pocket each other, it's so strong. Now, because they have a Mei, they do have a soldier, so I definitely need the armor. Sigma can hurt a bit, but I feel like this might be one that I can get away with having 2 damage increasing ones and just 1 survival.
Only 20 seconds left until we kick this round off. The time for preparations is almost up. Three, two,
It doesn't farm cash as much as Cross Orbal does, or Phantasm if you're using it right, but it farms money while being really strong at winning games. Ah, I thought I'd have time for my fade again. I know I was really close with it. Now the fact that we did 290 damage means that, yeah, Chain Grasp's still going through the shields.
Time again to try.
Now they'll type, Moira, why'd you go in? It's just like, I made a play, okay. Yeah, I hate the first point here. Okay. Well, we catch up. I should have done a bit better, like both the supports were so low. But I had to go get the Mega because my health was too low.
I've dealt with cynics before.
60 seconds remaining.
冻住，不许走。
I think I abandoned them. It does mean I give up on the Mercy. I don't think I could save Orisa there from healing, by the way. But we can save Cassidy here with healing. There's always a decision to make, right?
Viable progress.
30 seconds left.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
They're almost at the finish line.
Ow.
Short my circuits, what a play!
I'd love there to be a leaderboard in Stadium.
Evolution is a painful path to walk.
But not if there's
We've
stacks.
lost possession of the robot.
This is our last chance to stop them.
Heroes never die.
They C9. Nice.
Let's check the standings. 1-2-0. I can hardly believe my optics when I see stats like these. Up next, time to face off in control. It's time for the teams to consult their playbooks. Another round down, and it's safe to say the teams are in the zone.
Right. We're not crazy rich. But we do have enough to buy 3. So there's a lot of shields on their team.
Is ready and waiting. 20 seconds to go.
So would I want the move speed or just wrist wraps? I think wrist wraps is the answer here.
The armory is closing shortly.
Damage intensified.
3, 2, 1.
Now, the downside of the like advanced nanobiotics and stuff is that when we attack Sigma's shield, we don't get the effect. Give him a bit of healing. That's Soldier kill with Chain Grasp. They normally comment after something like that. After dying around the corners, players normally time the fade with the Sigma's next round of attacks. For some reason I just didn't expect him to do the like 90-degree turn, even though it was pretty early. It wasn't like a last second flick or anything, that was just a mistake from me.
They have us outnumbered.
Okay. We get a kill and then we just spawn. Do we spawn with our team? At least with our Mercy.
How's it going?
Time again to try again. I am optimized.
The good thing is that they could nerf one aspect of Moira and she's... Unless they're nerfing like everything.
Fucking satellite vector!
Surrender to my will.
Me? Why me? We've got a whole team on the point. Maybe because I'm in ult, but... Or maybe the Sigma just doesn't like me. Or both.
Bothersome.
I am strong and brave. Ciao. Hey.
Nah, Sigma's okay. Bit tricky with the healing build, but then by the looks of it, they're not going the healing build. I don't want to use my heal orb here this early. Okay, nice.
Here's our score.
Are the enemy team going to type something about Moira here?
2-0. You can really tell who the playmakers are. Next up, who's ready to start the push? The teams are gearing up. Every choice is crucial.
So... Awkward cash. Right, if we sell... I want to keep these, even though against Sigma Shield we do a lot less. I may revisit it in a minute, but we can get Weapon Jammer if we sold this, because this is only 3,750.
It's a fierce competition.
But now we need to ask the question of, because this one isn't going to do anything through Sigma Shield, but when we start attacking Juno or Sigma, it's going to do great. But now we look at the map and go, how important are orbs on this map? And luckily for us, they are not. They're not that important, so I don't feel the need to get ability power. However, we will pick an orb-based item. So, Phantasm could be really good. Cross Orbal's also quite good here. But I'm going to go Phantasm in preparation that maybe I'll go multi-ball or something and debuff them later if I need to. So I don't care for the Phantasm right now. It's like, it's a power, but I'm not building into it.
2-1. Capture the objective.
Now, if I... Oh, it's a risk. If I fade here... They're not going this way anyway. It's whether I fade first for a heal orb and then attack them. Wait, I just fired a heal orb there. Okay. Maybe we don't just rush into the Sigma. What item did they get? Really? It's cooldown reduction, I guess. And they are winning, but we were kind of AFK for the start of the fight. And our Cassidy has 0 damage. I knew so little about that kill. Ow. The movement speed, wasn't expecting it from the Juno. Okay, we're still behind, and our team are in trouble here. Oh, no. The Mercy ult with the res on Ashe, who gets lifted. Orisa might be okay. We have taken the lead. Let's fire a heal orb here. We may be able to chain. No, no chain grasp.
Surrender to my will.
No, I faded the missiles. Oh no, Mercy's also, yeah. So we're not going to have any ults. Go on, Mercy, you've got it. No. See, part of me used the Cold to try and save the Mercy, but... Oh, I'm not in range. Big. Again, faded. I'm blaming the 150 ping. In fact, okay. My ping just went up, but then the round just decided to reset. It's been doing that a lot recently, actually. It's been doing that a lot. Then again, is it doing it a lot for me, but not other people? I wonder if it's a Moira related bug. Okay, well, we kind of know what they're building. This is a much better orb map. But I don't think we're going to change the build much at all here. So, if I were to sell Shield Buster,
The arena is ready and waiting. 20 seconds
I could get Phantasmic Flux here instead of Weapon Jammer, and then that still allows me to get Aftermarket Firing Pin. So we've actually changed our build based on what we saw the enemy do last map.
Three, two, one. Commencing attack on objective B.
I am optimized.
The objective goes live in 10.
I don't know if Chain Grasp goes through the May wall, but we're just attacking it in case it does. I feel sorry for the enemy team a bit because they had basically won that last round. I think we used our ults, they got distance.
How's it going?
I am empowering
That's an objective secured. Moving up to objective A. The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
Oh no. Heal Orb's a little bit wasted. Sigma, big damage out onto us.
Time again to try.
If they do get this round though, it is justice for them.
A welcome improvement. Pain is inevitable.
Oh. Why is our Orisa so squishy here? Okay. Both supports down. Why is our Orisa so squishy? She's got the Fortify one as well. Are they just dealing that much damage?
Blocking satellite vector.
No. Late on the fade again. Oh, Mercy. So low. Are they going to touch point?
Heroes never
Somebody does. Sigma's still got a long spawn though, so I think we got it. Yeah, I mean, if the enemy team's just not going to be happy with that because they had won the last map.
Let's have a look at our MVPs. Coming up next, get ready for chaos in Clash. Now's the time for our teams to work out their strategies.
I mean, people were saying hi, so maybe they're a streamer. Like, people were saying hi to that Mercy. I don't know the name. Chain Grasp does, yeah, but normal Grasp doesn't. So if you got Chain Grasp active, it'll count as one chain. So, I can...
So much action.
Awkward money again. So maybe... Aerial Distressor though, really? Like, looking at what we can afford here. So I can get Codebreaker, but no one has any armor on their team. Savage Slugs. No one has any health on their team. Weapon Jammer leaves me with nothing else. Okay, now we'll just get Weapon Jammer. It's annoying because I wanted to afford another item, so I kind of wanted Codebreaker. But Weapon Jammer will do good. Does anyone have attack speed on their team? Yeah, okay, so when we attack Sigma, Sigma's going to get reduced attack speed. So we're going to get like plus 20 effects with Weapon Jammer. We're playing this, yeah, we're playing the same map again. Around the corner. Actually, it was a Sigma bounce, so fine. So yeah, we get plus 20 effect for us and a minus 10 effect for the enemy. Oh, no way, Mercy got that res.
surrender to my will.
The movement. Until we didn't fade in time.
Heroes never die.
I've got Mercy. Oh, it's not me! I guess I already got one res. You know, gotta share the love.
Great minds are always persecuted.
Yeah, I've had that bug before.
Reforming you.
Nice. I needed help with that one. Be nice if we could get the Mercy here.
Surrender to my will.
Go on, Mercy. I was gonna heal you, but I wanted to just maximize the chain grasp. They actually take this point here, I think. Because we couldn't keep the Mercy alive. But I just fired orbs, so I wanted to make sure I got chain grasp value before I healed. That's the last time she'll res me.
A sip for the punch.
Now that's a maneuver to write home about.
Thank you.
They lost the objective. Falling back to objective B.
A cure for all the veils.
No one chase that, you're gonna get walled in there. The Juno hurts, you know.
The objective's live.
So the Juno's on the same build by the looks of it, like as normal. But
Never die.
and this is what I felt like it was
To my will.
okay. This is where I felt like the change from Blizzard was good. It doesn't kill the build. The build's still strong. She's just not airborne in the backline the entire game.
Up next, get ready for control.
Survivability was weak. Weak for us. I feel like
For the teams to gear up.
we may need something a bit more, or we just straight up go Phantasmic Flux. Maybe we could solve the survivability with Cross Orbal. That could be an option for us. The issue that you've got with this is Sigma could eat 2 orbs, but doesn't have the power, at least for now. Okay, I'm gonna do Cross Orbal. I'm not really gonna focus on the heal orb. Also, we've got Phantasm that we're basically not using. But it does mean that if we do need to go debuff orbs, like shortly, we can. So I'm fine with that. Hey, no problem. Glad you're enjoying them.
The arena is calling. Our teams have 20 seconds left. The armory is closing shortly.
Greetings.
We're at the match point. Just one more round and they win it all.
My ultimate.
3, 2,
Yeah, so Juno's still on that build. Except, do they have Ironclad? They do. Okay, so yeah, it's still... We'll see the strength of the Juno build after the nerf. I've got nothing for this rock. Except movement skills. Aerial distress is probably going to be essential here. Judging by how that's going, aerial distress are next.
Within my reach.
Four shot through Cross Orbal. Interesting. I was hoping that I could go behind, like, after they've pushed in and delay their push to the point so we just get more time on the objective, but ends up being a bit of a throw. Well, a throw.
Persecuted.
Heroes never die.
Surrender to my will.
Okay, but we got a good stall time. So that's quite good. And Sigma used ult. We did use Mercy ult as well though to get that stall.
I've dealt with cynics before.
I want to make use of that chain grasp damage. Ah, that was a bad fade. Huge.
Surrender to my will.
Yeah, I feel like the Juno build's strong. But yeah, strong but not OP.
Let's run this play back.
Play of the game.
Surrender to my will.
We don't gain any rank because of that bug. That's unfortunate. Because of that bug where the map loaded, we didn't actually gain any points. Whatever, we're playing for the games anyway. I'm gonna turn on this AC I put in today. Be right back. There'll probably be a hell of a lot more background noise right now, but I can turn it off for when we get games. I'll also be right back because I'm going to grab a drink. Be right back. Hey, how's it going? What, you mean flying the drone around the apartment? I might do that tomorrow. I'll have a think. Actually, no, I already know that I'm definitely not doing that tomorrow. Not because I don't want to, but because if I stream during the day tomorrow, which is the time that I would fly the drone, then I'd be streaming in like the peak heat. And right now I think tomorrow it's going to be like 31 degrees C. And if I stream at that time, I'm basically going to have to be wearing not many clothes. So having a drone with a camera fly into my room when I've got to change the batteries, probably not the smartest idea for the stream. Because yeah, it's like an absolute sauna here at the moment. Which build do you like best for Moira? Sorry, I know it took me ages to get to that. There's not really a specific build, but I will tell you right now that these are my two favorite powers by far. Like, I like both of them. I like seeing chain graphs just deal tons of AoE damage, but I feel like Phantasm's more fun to play with. As for what to build with them, the problem that I have with Phantasm is that to really make this useful, I need to get this. And the problem with that is, what, do I buy this round 2? Because then round 2, at best, my builds are like looking like this. Because it's going to be rare that we're going to afford something like that. Very rare. Otherwise it's like this. And this build with Phantasm in round 2, and if we got Phantasm as our first power, this is really strong. Being able to stack like damage orbs. So go in, well, they'd be damage orbs, right? But having 2 of the same orb and armor that restores itself means that, you know, we can go in close to players and fire 2 orbs, right? And it's really, really cool to be able to just walk in, fade out, and any damage that we take gets restored by Lumerico. The thing is, for 15,500, is it better than having... I'm not going to buy these ones, right? But I will buy, like, that and that. In fact, I will buy these, but you're not going to see the full effect. So I would buy these ones, right? This one I can... No, because we're not going to be ever healing in the practice range. So with this, let's average it out and say this one's giving me plus 15 attack speed. And this one, let's say this is giving me 10 attack speed, because we're not always attacking shields. So if I add 25 attack speed to this build, let me just check the price. Okay, it's a bit more expensive actually. But for this, basically, is that going to be more, that Phantasm combo, better than this? Like,
My
we don't get like the downtime, our regular grasp hurts a lot? And the answer is, in most cases, no. The Phantasm is really good against certain heroes. It's also, I think, more fun to play because even though we get like the big kills and numbers and stuff with this, it is kind of boring that all we're doing is going right click, right click, right click, and then fade back, and then any skill expression is very minimal. It's just basic like, oh, my health is low, I need to fade at the last second, or pick targets, right? It's nothing special. Whereas Phantasm, there's a whole load of skill expression on like, oh, okay, where are the enemies going to move to? I've now got to survive as like regular Moira, wait for cooldowns. Like, it's not insane skill expression, but nothing on Moira really is. But to me, it just makes Phantasm a lot more fun to play. Yeah, I always adjust my builds, which is why you won't see me actually use these. You'll see me build to these, because when I made all of these ones, I made them based on what I actually build to. Like, a classic example is, let me see. This is a classic example of a build that I would actually get to, but this doesn't make sense. Like, round 3, what if we're buying these? This is round 3, and then what? We're getting Lumerico to have multi-ball with. Oh, no, wait, no, sorry, I'm an idiot. This is Phantasm. Let me find... I know I put multi-ball as a second in a build. That's Phantasm. That's not what I was on about. Here. This is one, right? Max Chain Grasp. So, we go through the build. Let's say we have quite a good round 1. We build this. Like, round 2, we get something like Phantasmic Flux. Or if we have a really good round, we get this. And then we buy multi-ball. And next items are Weapon Jammer. Well, that's multi-ball does... Like, look.
Your end is within my reach.
The orbs do nothing. But there's a reason for it. Look, those orbs literally do nothing. The 2 multi-orbs here. That's the middle orb, so that one doesn't count. Right, I've spent 33k for my orbs to do that much damage. And the reason is because this is how I would build. Because if we start losing the game, it's going to be round 5 before I can salvage anything. With this build, Ethereal Excision is so much better than multi-ball in the second round. But I try and think, what are the reasons why I would be losing with Chain Grasp and all of this stuff? And it could, and simply put, what build would I transition into? I'd transition into a debuff orb build. Out of all of the powers, if we want to go debuff orb in round 4 or 5, or round 4, this is going to be the one. We can still get value with that. We can go, okay, look, we'll keep these ones. And for this price, we can basically get like these. Now suddenly, we've got quite a good Chain Grasp. But we're also slowing every player. We're reducing their healing. And Chain Grasp is still quite strong with just these items. It's like, if I fire that there, Chain Grasp is still good. So I'd keep multi-ball open, and then round 5 I get the option. Do I go for cross orbal? Does my team need more healing? Are they kind of divey on me? Or do I still want to go for like Chain Grasp? Am I building ability power attack speed at this point? Do I go for this? I get so much flexibility with this. And cross orbal, probably would be like the better choice for most players, but I like to go extremes with my build. So if I go, hey look, I need to reduce their healing quickly, AoE, let's say their Lucio just had some crazy good rounds and is scaled, and I'm like, this would reduce healing to one target, but this could reduce it. Let's say I need slows because of movement speed stuff. The extreme means I get to apply those to as many players as possible. The other thing is you do get a little bit of synergy. If I start adding things like Phantasmic Flux to this, let's say I even go Vanadium, well, the orbs start doing a little bit more. It's not a lot, but they start doing a little bit more because they start gaining capacity. I mean, okay, it's very, very little. But it is a build that I would go for. Also, they're slightly better with healing. But yeah, I wouldn't be following like these builds. I would be building, and my builds will end up as one of these. Like 9 times out of 10, my builds will finish with one of these. So that's why I could make them. I mean, I could probably put like 20 or 30 combinations and then it would cover everything that I'm doing, depending on heroes, but yeah. Long queue times for Stadium today. We are playing on NA to try and reduce those queue times, but it doesn't help too much as our account gets higher ranked. Go chill on the main screen just for a bit. I'll turn the air conditioner off when we actually get a game. I think if any of my queue times hit like 28 or 30 minutes or something today, I'll probably just end the stream. But if they are not, I mean, I'll play whatever that game is, right? I'm not going to have you guys sit there for 30 minutes and then not get a game. Like, we'll play that game, but I mean, I wouldn't queue another one. But around like up to 20 minutes or so is pretty standard when you get to this rank. So you can get quicker ones, but the top end is normally around 20 minutes. But yeah, I do plan to stream tomorrow, so during the day when it's going to be crazy, crazy hot, I'll figure out something with the air conditioning to make it so it's a bit less annoying in the background. But yeah, I plan to stream tomorrow, so it's not going to be a big stream today. Although I may also just go out and swim in the river, so no promises. Yeah, I've been planning to go to the beach. I ended up buying like a dinghy, you know, like an inflatable boat, and going down the river instead because it was a bit sketchy on the weather. And I enjoyed that, so now I'm going to go buy an inflatable kayak. But I'm towards the end of July, I'm going to be on vacation. Probably just in the UK still, but I'm going to go surfing. Like, definitely spend at least a week out on the beaches. Like, I need the holiday. So I'm hoping the weather's going to be good then. But yeah, I've been absolutely craving to get down to the beach. For now, just any river or lakes. They'll do for now. Yeah, to be honest, like if I'm in the water for a long time, I'll probably just wear a shirt. I just can't be bothered to deal with the sunburn. It's like when I go in the water, like surfing, I'm normally in there for quite a while, and the sunscreen just comes straight off. When I get onto the sand, I'd take the shirt off, hang it up on like a beach shelter or something, and then actually enjoy the sun. But yeah, so many times. I mean, I'll probably get burnt anyway. I don't burn super easy, but I burn. So like, any mainland European will probably laugh and just be like, yeah, you burn really easily. But like, I think compared to the average Brit, I don't burn that easily. I think though, as I've got older, I burn a lot more. When I was a kid, I didn't need sunscreen. Just go out and I'm fine. Okay, the queue time is officially getting pretty damn long. This is the problem that I find, right? I've been playing a lot of Stadium off stream and then doing commentary videos to upload to YouTube. And it's because of this, because of the queue times, because like right now I would like I'd be playing these games, but I'd go and do something else during queue times. And I just keep an eye on the computer, and when I get in a game I'll start playing. But I don't sit here and watch like react content or play another game. Maybe I'll start doing that. A while back I used to play Overwatch while I was in queue for Overwatch. That was such like a crazy cool setup. Basically I had a second PC and I would stream the game to my primary PC and I'd play quick play while I was in queue for competitive. And I'd have a little bit of like input lag, but it wasn't too bad. the problem is they then added penalties for leaving quick play games, because if my competitive game hit, then I had to leave. I had to leave the quick play game, and then they started adding the penalties for it, so I couldn't do that anymore. I don't know why they added those for quick play. Like, quick play should, you know, the fact that it backfills, just, it's supposed to be a you know, quick play. It's in the name. If you haven't got time for like a full game, play quick play, and then you can just leave and someone else will come in and take your spot. The results are meaningless, so it doesn't actually matter if a team loses because somebody left and it took a minute for someone new to come in. It doesn't actually make a difference. It's just, hey, look, we wanted to play the game Overwatch. Nothing else mattered about it. And I think they started to add like various penalties to quick play, so you couldn't just leave. I'd do the same setup again where I could play Overwatch while I'm queuing for Stadium, but the CPU cooler on my main PC died, so I had to take the CPU cooler out of my second PC, and I haven't turned the other one on like since, so yeah, I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon. I mean, does Marvel Rivals have a in the quick play, does that have any sort of lever penalty? Like, basically what I want to know is, I don't care if it says you can't queue again for 15 minutes or something. What I would care about is if it like suspended your account or banned your account if you were just leaving the normal games. Because then, yeah, I would have an issue with that. You should do VOD reviews. I mean, yeah, I could. I find a lot of the time, though, like, halfway through the VOD review, or we get a really quick queue whenever I do one. But yeah, it's not a bad idea. I did add a VOD codes channel on Discord. Like, just in case I felt like doing some. But the problem is that people put their codes in there, and then I don't end up getting around to them before a patch, and then they just stop putting them in there. But we do get some other people who occasionally look through them and help people out. Paul! Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. 25 months is actually crazy. Like, some of these sub numbers are getting ridiculous. It's like a quarter of a century in months. Okay, yeah, we've hit this like 28-minute mark, so this will probably be my last game, because I'm not going to play a game and then end up with another one of these. Or maybe I'll queue again, but if it's longer than 10 minutes, we won't play. We'll see. We'll see how I feel after this game. Yeah, otherwise it's just going to get kind of yeah, tedious. Yeah, you definitely get faster queue times in a stack. Definitely. The problem that the game has here is that I think the game is trying to match me with other players around that kind of all-star legend. Stapler! Push your limits. Nothing breaks that I cannot mend. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, what was I saying? I've completely forgot now. Oh yeah, the stacks. Right, so I think that matchmaking is trying to put me with like high all-star and legend players, like solos and duos, and then when the queue time starts to get like this long, it starts to go, okay, well what about stacks? Like can we fit it in, like put this player against diamond stacks or something with one legend solo queue player on the enemy team as well, and it starts to then fill with whatever it can. Yeah, ow, we actually get a 30-minute queue time. That's kind of crazy. This is one advantage of watching the YouTube videos rather than the live streams. Although you don't get the same interaction, it does mean that you can just skip ahead and actually just watch the games. But hey, I like to think that you guys sit here, you watch the stream, and then while we're in queue, you're watching either another stream or you're watching a video or you're doing something else, and then you come back for the gameplay. That's how I like to think it is. I don't put music on for several reasons, but one of those reasons is that I want it so that you don't have to mute this stream while you're doing something else. Because if it's just me talking, you might be able to watch another streamer and it's just like, hey, it's like another person's talking in game. But if there's suddenly like two streamers playing music, you have to mute one of them. So it's like, I'm fine with the silence because I'm trying to think of like what you viewers would be doing. Hey, yeah, I'm good. Hope you're doing well too. Hey, Iceman. Arx, you should try a quick 6v6. I can't play anything though while I'm in queue. Like, I could see if there's an Anna paintball or something. Oh, what am I doing? An Anna paintball with like 3-4 people. Could do something like this, I guess. Don't know what it's like with a ping.
Not the first, not the last. I will not leave a broken world behind.
I prefer it more
leave
chaotic.
a broken world behind.
Ah,
Not the first, not the last. I will not leave a broken world behind. Arena la come in. I will not leave a broken world behind. I will not leave a broken world behind.
Yeah, I know about the import. I've read it in the comments quite a bit.
I will not leave it. I will not leave a broken well.
Good spawns.
I will not leave a
3
broken
times in a row,
well
same
behind.
spawn.
What's one more kill? I will not leave a broken world behind. I will not leave a broken world behind. Kill confirmed. What's one more kill? I will not leave a broken world behind. I'm no easy mark. I will not leave
Definitely
a
out of
broken
practice
world
with this game mode.
behind. No wonder I can't retire.
Hey, we finally got a game. Alright, let me turn the air conditioning off.
First up, let's push. Believe me, you don't want to die on Moira's watch.
Try and get rid of some of the annoying hum in the background. Yeah, someone will leave, right? Standard. Actually, I think every time that I've had a 30-minute plus queue, somebody's left. I think it is every time. Yeah, it's my favorite skin. I think it looks really good on Moira. Someone left.
These teams will have your circuits overloading with excitement.
Somebody actually left.
Welcome to the armory. It's time for the teams to consult their playbooks.
We called it. We actually called it.
Everyone could use a little help in the stadium.
Let's hope the priority requeue is priority.
By the pros to start our competitors off on the right.
Why is the announcer still going? The game's done. In all fairness though, every time we've had priority queue, it tends to put us in instantly. Wow, we called that as well.
Victory calls in the stadium. First up, put those hands together. It's time for push. My money's on this one.
I was gonna say, but and then what will happen now is someone will take Moira. But I didn't want to say that because, well, obvious reasons. We'd be like, ha, we're right again, but now we don't get to play Moira. Okay, my next prediction
We're almost ready to get this game started.
is that this Genji types something about us healing.
These teams are bringing the competition.
That's my prediction.
Welcome to the armory. The teams are gearing up. Every choice is crucial.
So we're up against Moira, Orisa, there's a couple of flyers.
Everyone could use a little help in the stadium. These are examples
The other advantage of
of
Chain Grasp over going the orb build is when you're against flyers. Like, this is just better.
Powers are impactful modifiers that define
Against Freya Mercy, we'll need 2 survival items. I'm going to go with Electrolyte and Armored Vest. Because you can sometimes get caught out by a very early damage amped Freya combo. Especially right at the start of the round. This can help against it. It's also good when you've got a Mercy because you'll get it rezzed. Like, if you ever get rezzed, you'll also get the 100 over health.
The arena is ready and waiting.
It doesn't really matter if the orbs get consumed by D.Va. Your orbs don't do that much. You can throw heal orbs. I try to still slot like damage orbs between the matrix. But the chain grasp all comes from your weapon. None of the power of it comes from the orb. All the orb does is activate it. So you could even fire the orb behind you, like heal your team where she's not going to eat it and then do it. But hey, I use a low mouse sensitivity, so I kind of would waste so much time doing a turnaround. I'm not going that way. Every time I go that way, I get killed.
Goes live in 10.
We don't kill her here, she just fades out, but... Oh, I messed up the fade around the corner. That could have been really costly. So the obvious thing to do there is to heal the Rhine. But if I heal the Rhine, the Orisa keeps running forward and the DPS follow. So what I wanted to do was chain grasp, do damage to DPS, so they went back, and then heal the Rhine when he's only against the Orisa. Reduce the enemy team's damage output first. Dude, there's an orb in that room. If you go back in that room...
Surrender to my will.
I want to heal that Mercy, but I want to see if I can contest point or do some damage. Or get Orisa to use her ultimate. We've still got the lead. Oh. No real chain grasp there.
Surrender to my will.
Okay, that should be it. Should be it. Gotta actually kill the Orisa though, she's contesting here. Ryan, what are you... Kill the Orisa. Okay, I got pretty rich.
2-0. You can really tell
Yeah, my strategy to keeping my team alive a lot of the time is step 1, reduce the enemy's damage output.
coming up.
That often means just damaging the enemy. Because when an enemy's low health, they stop moving forward and damaging your team. They move backwards and wait for heals. Or try and do damage from the back. Then step 2 is actually heal the team. Or, preferably, kill the enemy players.
It's a fierce competition. Who will cave to the pressure and who will come out on top?
So, every one of them's got a little bit of armor. But I may skip on, no, well... Wait, what's Orisa gone? Orisa's gone Fortify build. That's kind of annoying. I think a lot of our damage is going to go out onto the Orisa anyway. Yeah, let's take wrist wraps. I could sell that now, but it's still just really useful against Freya Burst. Like, at least once. At the start.
3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
I feel like it allows me to just W at the start and get Chain Grasp, and that gives our team a position advantage. Like, I can kind of fade here, and then... Didn't get any Chain Grasp for that. I've got to go over that side, I feel like. Oh no, Ashe is actually... Sorry, Freya's kind of far. Got good damage on him, but we can't finish any of the kills.
Don't let the wings fool you. This angel packs a
To
punch.
start anew.
I'm a greeting.
Yeah, this is going to start to get brutal because our Rhine's not going to be able to step up against the Orisa.
My conditions improve. Mending you. A cure for all
The Deadlock gang set their finest.
And then is that a weapon power Ashe? Yeah. Like, just moving in here is going to be kind of tricky. Oof. Do we transition to an orb build here? Because if we're going to struggle, because, I mean, Phantasmic Flux is going to help a bit, but it's still really going to hurt. Whereas if we're orb, we can play kind of passive. That's not good for me. I didn't expect all of them to push. Yeah, we may have to go for like a pokey orb build.
surrender to my will.
See if we can get our Rhine's health up early. We're using Coalescence early, but we need to get to point. I'll try and get there then, guys. I guess if no one is going to do it, then I have to try and fade even though I'm the last one out of spawn. Now we get the prediction from the Genji where they say Moira heal.
Next up, let's push. Time for the teams to
So, do I or build it? Or just continue to attack the Orisa because that might force the Mercy to stop amping. But she's just so strong with this. Ability lifesteal. Okay, well, you know, we could... This kills the orb build though.
These teams are giving it their all.
And we're going to lose so much damage. Because of the lifesteal that she's getting, like, healing reduction is just going to be... Oh, but it's only ability lifesteal. I don't know. If I pick this, just all builds out of the question.
The teams have 20 seconds left to prepare for the round.
I'm going to do it. But then what that means is that I now get El Saka Suppressor because I've got to justify that.
Not long now until the teams lock in for the round.
And they have a huge amount of healing. Like, Orisa's got crazy healing. Moira's going to have great healing. Probably... Okay, they've gone for anti-heal on our team, which is fine, because that's good, because I'm not healing really anyway. So, they get that effect against enemy Mercy, but not that much against me.
Greetings.
10 seconds until the objectives are locked.
He says as he just full heals the Rhine.
Surrender to my will.
Don't let the wings fool you. This angel packs a punch.
Cannot let them take the rover.
We must stop the enemy from advancing.
I think she had visibility of me being low life or something.
They pushed ahead of us.
Does she have an item for it? No, maybe not.
Process begins.
Just prediction, I guess then.
Saddle up.
Be nourished. Enhancing your vitals.
It's a risk because I'm not there to heal the team, but oh, it's taken too long to get here.
Their efforts. Surrender.
I can't get to the Genji in time. Literally, the call was only to try and heal the Genji. Our Ryan can't do anything here against the Orisa.
Bothersome. Greetings.
Yes, I'll touch then. Anybody else? What's Ryan building? Not that bad.
Enemy is pushing punches this round. Here's our score. 1-2. I can hardly believe my optics when I see stats like these. Coming up next, it's time for Clash.
So yeah, did the anti-heal help much?
Teams are gearing up. Every choice is crucial.
I mean, a bit. Like, it helps against Moira with cross wall, but I think it's too expensive for us to get at this point. I think we just need to go ultimate glass cannon. You know what? I'm not even going to get Phantasmic Flux. What's Freya got? It's AP.
Teams are giving it their all for a
Ashe has
shot
no
to
attack speed. But we'll get that anyway. Ah, the money doesn't work. That gives us armor, actually. So I could get that and that.
The arena is ready and waiting. 20 seconds to go.
If I sell those, that's 5k. So if I what do I want? I want this one, and then we'll go. Okay, we are squishy. We need to be flanky. We can't play down the middle now.
3, 2, 1. Commencing attack on objective B.
So yeah, we cannot play down the middle of this map. We have to play flanky.
The objective goes live.
Risky fade forward. This is where the anti-heal comes in. Help. There's an entire team of 5 against the Orisa. Oh, we're dead. Oh, we didn't die. Okay, we killed one.
Surrender to my will.
Okay, at least we got the Mercy ult out. We can't do anything here. We don't have the damage. They've got too much healing. Mercy's on like 7k. The Shatter's a bit early though. They'll get a recontest.
Time again to try again.
But it's pretty hard to use Shatter against that comp, so I don't mind them using it.
10 seconds until the objectives unlocked.
My condition is improved.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Ah, really, Bob? It was the Bob that got us.
Great minds are always.
It was a hard fight, but they lose this round. The score is 1-3. Quite the performance from these superstars. Coming up.
So we have to add anti-heal more to this build. We have to add it.
What tactics will the teams come up with this round?
Like they've got so many forms of anti-heal as well. We have none. I have to add that. So with this in mind, we're going to get multi-ball. Going to sell that just to check money wise. So if I was to get that, I could sell one more of these to then pick up ethereal as what's it called? El Saka. We sell Eye of the Spider for now, because that'll allow us to buy 2 items. So I could just get Booster Jet, or Codebreaker. Do we really want to get that Orisa down like quicker? Aerial Distressor. If we get Aerial Distressor, we can replace this one with this. We still don't have Phantasmic Flux though, so we are... yeah, we've got a problem. Like, survivability against that Ashe is going to start to hurt like crazy this round. So is Freya. And it's a very open map. Survivability is a problem, but we're lacking damage. We're lacking everything right now. So I have to take a risk with the build.
A welcome improvement.
Ryan's too far ahead. I have to fade forward. Okay, we allowed our team to get through the choke. Nearly got a kill. I'm fine with that play. It would have been nice if we could equalize like the numbers though. Team won't understand. They'll be like, oh, it's clearly Moira's fault that we're losing because team's stupid. Can't time it if she changes her attack speed. Yeah, we are not winning this game. Ryan versus Fortify Orisa.
Surrender to my will.
Not going to work. One support team is crazy. There's the comment. We predicted it.
You hate to see it, but the team just couldn't pull through. Keep those chins up. There's always
Dealt
next
with
time.
cynics before.
Let's run this play back.
Right, anyway. How did I predict the one player? At the start of that game, I predicted the one player that was going to complain. It's crazy. Right, guys, anyway, time for me to call it a night. The queues are too long. Probably stream tomorrow, no promises. I'll catch you soon. I'm probably still going to play some games. You might see me in like another stream and that, but there's stuff that I'm going to do in between, so... yeah, we'll... catch you later. Let's raid the nice friendly streamer. Right, see you later.